This is Ron Ovitt, Executive Director of Empower Ministry, and I want to share with you about the spiritual gift of giving. In Romans 12:8, it says, "If your gift is contributing to the needs of others, then give generously." Giving means to impart, to give over, to share, bestow, bring forth, commit, deliver, or grant. As a spiritual gift, giving is more than just casually giving something to someone. It implies the giving of yourself with the gift. Like the pianist accompanies the soloist, the person with the gift enhances the giving. Together, they are God's melody to the person receiving. When you spend yourself on behalf of others, it can include giving of your time, abilities, knowledge, love, resources to the cause of Christ. Paul wrote to give generously. Now, this implies both in content and a cheerful attitude. When a person with this gift sees certain needs, God's Spirit nudges them in a way that they feel compelled to give what is needed in the situation as an agent of God's grace and mercy. When they give, the receiver ends up knowing that it is God who orchestrated the whole thing. Now, what are the benefits of this gift? The gift helps teach grace and encourages faith in God. Obedience to this gift allows God to bring about the resources to accomplish His will for the church. But there are some pitfalls. One pitfall would be to fall into the Pharisaical trap of letting others know how generous you are, giving in to the temptations of praise and pride. Another pitfall is to become critical and judge those that do not participate as much as you do in giving. This was Martha's issue with Mary. You give because God has compelled you to, no matter who else gives. Also, it is possible that you can feel that you need to earn God's love or may have a deep need for praise and recognition. If so, this could result in an inordinate amount of time or resources being given away to the extent that you ignore perhaps your own family's needs. It could also result in burnout or compassion fatigue. Finally, there's the issue of enabling someone instead of helping them be responsible. Similar to this is giving money to projects that are not really solving the problems, but rather continuing a dependency. But there are a lot of ministry opportunities. Often a person with this gift has expertise in money matters and can help with church finances. A person with the gift of giving also motivates others to give because of their example. A person with this gift should be aware of the plans of the church so they can be best steward of what God has given them. They can also pray and help the church do outreach that would not otherwise be in the budget. And finally, the person can also be a mentor to other people with resources in the church. All this said, you do not have to be rich to have the gift of giving. The woman who gave 2 mites gave all that she had, even though it was a very small amount. God will urge you to give, and you obey by giving what you can. Then God is glorified. So what further training could you take? Well, you could read biographies of business people who were generous with the way that they encouraged others, stories of missionaries and ministries that lived by faith. They'll share how people responded to God's urgings and gave just when the ministry needed it. This will be an encouragement to you, and you can listen to the Lord's prompting then in events that you're in. The study of philanthropy and the many financial giving vehicles will help a person leverage their generosity better. And there's also books on charitable giving, like Toxic Charity and others that will help educate you on how to give wisely. God has gifted you with a purpose, and I trust that God will guide you and mature you in this spiritual gift of giving as you seek to serve Him.